I think, for DAF.
This is a wonderful day, an historic day. We're introducing our wonderful new Euro 6 XF, the best XF ever. A lot of features, and I think it's safe to say this is just an all-new vehicle. Of course, the guiding principle was the new emission standard, Euro 6, which again is a drastic reduction in both NOx and particulate matter. It requires an all-new engine, not very visible here, but very powerful, new design with a lot of new features, introducing common rail injection, for example, on our 30-liter engine. It introduces an all-new driveline with new transmissions with DAF specific features, focusing in on drive-off behavior, maneuvering, but especially on fuel economy. Very visible here on the front end. Behind this wonderful new upper and lower grille, we have a cooling module which is 30% larger than the Euro 5. And just to give you an idea, there's about 28% more heat rejection on this engine compared to a Euro 5. But still, the fan engagement compared to a Euro 5 in the same type of duty cycle is about 50% lower. 50% less fan engagement. Fan is a sizable thing, consumes quite some energy. Is the first step in a significant energy reduction on this truck, because central theme on our Euro 6 vehicle was we want an energy efficient truck providing excellent fuel economy. Everybody is aware of our ATE Euro 5 fuel economy, which is class leading at the moment. This truck delivers the same fuel economy as a Euro 5 ATE. That's one step. The next step was we wanted the weight penalty, because of all the additional equipment that goes hand in hand with Euro 6. We wanted the weight penalty to be as minimum as possible, because at the end of the day, for our customers, this machine should be very cost efficient and very productive. And weight, of course, plays an important role in this. So our weight increase compared to Euro 5 is less than about 90 kilos. I'll show a couple of examples how we've achieved that, because of, as I said, with relation to the emissions reduction, some additional equipment had to be put on the truck. So very powerful cooling, 30% larger cooling module, going hand in hand with new design upper and lower grille, designed for optimum airflow, under hood aerodynamics as we call it, but also a couple of nice features. The DAF logo, very prominent dominantly in the front end, because we're extremely proud of our new product, and a very nice nameplate for our customers, because we believe that they will be proud both with this truck and with their company. So we provide space for them to put their company logo on. New headlights. As an industry first, we introduced LED headlights as an option. Why LED? It provides a lot of light, and we believe light is very important for the driver. It contributes to traffic safety in general, but also LED because it's very energy efficient compared to alternatives, and it has basically infinite life. Plays a role in the maintenance cost of the truck, and ATE, Advanced Transport Efficiency, is our trademark, is our philosophy, and repair and maintenance cost, of course, is a very important element to that as well. If you go a bit to the side, a lot of new aerodynamic features, very energy efficient truck as I mentioned, so a new aero package. We don't have that much room to maneuver as passenger cars have. We are a little bit restricted in the things that we can do, but within the room that we have to play around with, we of course looked for the best solution. So new aero packages with new fenders, new side skirts, and of course our new roof spoiler, which is about 25 kilos lighter than its predecessor, but also has this very clever way of adjusting. Drivers do not have to climb on the roof with a very simple device, which is on the rear end of the cab. We'll show that in a second. Every driver can make sure that the roof spoiler has the optimum position, which of course is very important for the overall fuel efficiency of the truck. Then when we go to the rear, one of the major weight savings to offset some of the weight increases as a result of the emissions was in the rear end. There's quite some weight in the rear end with rear axles and rear axle suspensions. We designed completely new rear axle suspension, making use of what we call the stabling principle, where the torsional bar has been integrated in the rod system over there. In the suspension itself, we have gained 60 kilogram of weight reduction, and that goes hand in hand with a new rear axle, which is 40 kilograms lighter than its comparable brother in the whole family. It's focusing in, zooming in on the sweet spot of where our customers like to operate, which is the 460 horsepower, 2300 Newton meters. A very nice rear axle tailored around that, providing another 40 kilograms of weight saving. In that rear axle we have a wide range of rear axle ratios to make sure that the engine operates in its sweet spot of around 1160 RPM while cruising. And we looked at the internal losses of that rear axle, specifically lowering the oil level, reducing the internal losses with a couple of tenths of percent points. Everything around this truck has been designed around energy efficiency, minimize the losses, make the most efficient truck in the industry. Important element to that as well is the new air intake. The engine has to breathe very efficiently at the right temperatures with minimum pressure losses. A new air intake with minimum pressure loss, the right temperature, because it takes fresh air from the side rather than from the rear. Small contribution, but again an important contribution to make a very efficient and very low emissions driveline. When we go on that side, you'll see this very nice device that enables the driver to adjust the roof spoiler very easily to the optimum position, just standing next to the truck without any additional effort. The new door, we took away the window divider bar for unobstructed view. In our philosophy, it gave us the opportunity to reposition the mirrors a little bit to the rear, creating sufficient space between the mirrors and the A-pillar, so that the driver, when approaching a cross-section, has direct view, sufficient direct view to get a good impression of what kind of traffic is coming to him. And exactly for that same reason we divide the main mirror and the wide-angle mirror. Instead of putting it into one big box, we have separate boxes, separate housings for both mirrors, so that the driver can look basically through the main and the wide-angle mirror, again contributing to an excellent direct view when approaching the cross-sections. And then of course we have a couple of very nice features in the new cab interior.
Okay, thank you Ron. It's quite a story, isn't it?
It's a very nice story. I could talk for hours about it.
Yeah.
Because we'd like everybody to understand that this indeed is an all-new truck, completely designed, ready for the future, taking into account low emissions, but specifically taking into account the most important features and properties that our customers are looking for: total cost of ownership, reliability, fuel consumption and weight. And in order to combine that with low emissions, there was no other solution than designing an all-new truck.